Hey guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing sign readings today for the new moon in Gemini this Saturday. So I'm going to try and release them on Saturday for the new moon. If not, they'll be posted on Sunday. We're still very much going to be in that new moon energy for the next few weeks, until the next new moon cycle. So when we're looking at new moon energy, we're looking at new cycles, new things coming in, especially following, last full moon. Where we're closing things out. This is the energy that comes into follow. So for these readings, I'm just doing chronological order, Aries through Pisces. I'm going to be pulling one or two cards for the main overarching theme or energies that your sign's going to be working with, what you can kind of expect to see, coming in with this new moon for your sign. So this reading is for Cancer. This deck wants to go for this message. I was a bit reluctant because it's a very descriptive deck. It will give us very specific themes and situations for your sign. So we'll do 3 more shuffles. The moon, perfect. I feel that was just confirmation. I'm not going to read it. I also keep getting kind of an overwhelmed feeling. So there's maybe with this new moon cycle a need to slow things down or simplify things. Can we get one? Okay. The 8 of Cups, I did see that when I was shuffling. Wow. This is a really spiritual reading. So for some of you, you might be getting in touch spiritually. You might be moving towards something more meaningful. And we'll get into why. There is 2 cards of Pisces here, so majors for Pisces. We have the 8 of Cups and Awakening. So the Awakening card is the Hangman, typically. It's signified by the term awakening, but that is the Piscean major Hangman. Hangman hangs himself up to think. When he's hanging upside down, he sees the world upside down, and he gets a new perspective on the world that way. He's literally seeing everything completely upside down from how the world normally appears to him. Gemini had this in their reading too. Some of you guys might be cuspers or have Gemini placements. You might want to go watch the Gemini reading if this one resonates with you. This is kind of a solo energy, and we'll get more into that because there's more solo energy on the bottom. Gemini was also having an overarching theme of some alone time or a bit of a transformational process, but theirs is very earthly focused. This is spiritually focused. So the 8 of Cups is a walking away energy. It's the 8th card in the Cup cycle, which is our emotions and our feels, our subconscious, our heart space. When you get to the 8, it's like there's only 2 cards left to the end, and that's the max of the emotional cycle of anything that you're investing emotion into. When you get to the 8, it's like, well, there's 8 cups here, but I know there's 2 more. It still feels like it's not enough. For some of you, maybe the component that's lacking is this spiritual energy. But with this, it's like I'm going off to go find some perspective, or I'm going through a spiritual awakening. So for Cancers, there is some spiritual energy around. If you take the time to meditate or, follow your intuition, especially with synchronicities, there's something there for you this month. With this it's coming in with this moon energy. So I'll read the descriptions. The 8 of Cups, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And then Awakening, looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. That's kind of awakening to yourself. Again, something more meaningful, emotional growth, growing within yourself emotionally and spiritually with these two cards. That energy is coming in with this moon for you guys. There's two cards of Pisces Major Arcana here as well. So this is not little change. It's a big personal growth. And some of you might have Pisces in your chart. And I love this. Some of you definitely should go watch the Gemini reading, because some of this spiritual and emotional growth is happening, and it's contributing to a better understanding about what true abundance means in your life and what physical lack, what really matters, especially with that desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful. This is seeming very tied together with the Gemini reading, especially because their reading was all about this card, the Five of Pentacles. So go ahead, go check that out. I'll link it down below. But we have this Knight of Swords, which is the court card for Gemini. I love this card. He is like super fabulous. Like, he is like, I wish my camera would focus the way I want him to. But like, he, like the horn, he's like, ah, and the horn's lit up like the third eye on that magical unicorn that he's riding. Like, he's just having a wicked time. So this is that new moon Gemini energy. This is the court card for Gemini. Attached to that Five of Pentacles. So for you guys, there is an element here too of, you know, gaining a better, there's something coming in with this new moon that's shifting a perspective for you regarding meaning, especially concerning physical things or abundance or lack or physical stability, what that means to you. And again, the two readings very similar, but this is a touch more spiritual, bit more meditative and developmental in terms of emotion, spiritual capacity. The main underlying message on the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is literally one with spirit. Her job is a priestess. It's the highest kind of form, really, especially in terms of spirituality and intuition, of the feminine aspect in tarot. She communes with spirit for a living. You know, but it's also, both of these are kind of a solo energy. But again, it's a personal, spiritual awakenings or spiritual practices or beliefs are very personal to us, right? Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. I believe that this one, the Knight of Swords, also speaks to that. Listen to your intuition. That's kind of speaking to me about this call, about this growth process regarding meaning and spiritual awareness. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. This is all about stirrings inside and like going through that process, taking the time to do that. It is spiritual energy, right? It's not so much tangible, but what's coming out of this too is a greater understanding of meaning of things, and there is that message too about the physical tied in with that, because of a different appreciation of things in life and how you view the physical world through that spiritual lens. But underneath that, and this is that high moon energy stressing for you, events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Take time, and creative solutions too. For some of you, this is walking away from something, and you know, you're having to, you know, make decisions on how you're going to go about doing that, or you have an issue, and your solution is to move in this direction. But it is saying, consider carefully, take time to carefully review your options. This is all about stringing yourself up to review, to see things clearly, see things differently, evaluate how you really feel about something. So I'm going to leave it at that because these cards are so descriptive. These readings are just very, very straightforward, just general themes again, messages coming in for your sign in general. So I wish you guys a ton of luck with this process. I really would urge you to go check out the Gemini reading, especially because your signs are next to each other, like Gemini precedes Cancer. You may have a lot of Gemini in your chart, especially if you have a Gemini moon or stellium. You might want to go check out Gemini. And because it is the sign of the new moon, I kind of think everyone should watch it. But, you know, that's just me. So I wish you guys all the best. Till next time, take care.